Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I had an itch to go back and play Battlefield 3, but more specifically, I wanted to go and play with the M16A3. As many of you guys know, this was a gun that was quote-unquote overpowered. DICE did go in, they did increase its recoil, they have tried to make some adjustments to it, but it's still easily one of the best assault rifles in the game. Like, this is a notorious weapon. Everyone used it, people still use it, it's incredible, and it's a lot of fun to use. And so, when I first jumped in and gave it a go, I was actually not doing very well. I completely forgot the recoil pattern. I was just having a hard time lining things up, and I was like, this isn't the same gun that I remember. I'm missing all over the place. I'm not able to get kills. Like, what the hell is going on? But just after a quick 10 to 15 minutes, I locked in. Like, I nailed down the recoil pattern. It fit like a glove. I was ready to go. And then I proceeded to just dominate people. I don't know if it was necessarily because I was going against players that didn't know what they were doing. I don't know if they were new to Battlefield 3, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because the game's been out forever. But for whatever reason, it could have also just been the M16A3, but I was getting like 15 kill streaks back to back. Like, it was awesome. I was having so much fun. One thing that I noticed really quickly though, and I don't know if this was just me and I was just hallucinating things, but the weapons perform a little bit differently. Like, when I was using the M16A3 and I proceeded to burst fire someone down very quickly, the weapon, when I let go of the trigger, just dropped and plummeted towards the ground. I did not remember that back in Battlefield 3, and I don't think that that's something that happens in Battlefield 4. Once again, it could be just me hallucinating things, but if you are not ready for it and you do not compensate for that drop and someone else rounds the corner, you're probably not going to last very long. Like, that was a cool aspect of it. The weapon felt like it had a little bit more weight to it. It felt a little bit more realistic. Maybe that's not how weapons perform, but it was cool going back and having that slight difference in the mechanics for the gunplay, and it was something that I did enjoy. It was a little bit different from Battlefield 4. Another thing I really appreciated, and this is actually the main thing I wanted to talk about in today's video, is the specialization system for Battlefield 3 compared to the specialization system in Battlefield 4 with their field upgrade paths. So what I love about the Battlefield 3 version is that if you want more ammunition, you can launch the specialization. You can activate that perk or that specialization for your soldier right at the start of the match. If you want more grenades at the start, you can activate that. If you want to have something else, more explosive devices, you can do that. And that was amazing. Like, I'm a player who likes to have a lot of ammo. I like to put a lot of bullets down range. I'd like to fire as often as I can. If I see a couple people, I'm going to shoot at them. I'm going to try and whittle them down, and if I don't get the kill, you know, who cares? Maybe someone on my team is going to be able to secure that for me. I'll get the nice little assist. And so personally, having ammo at the start of a match and not having to worry about a field upgrade path was simply awesome. The downside of it though is that there were a lot of times when you would jump into a full squad and everyone would be running around with the same specialization. So everyone would have like ammo, everyone would be running sprints, and it's like, okay guys, I realize we've got plenty of ammo now, but these perks or these specializations don't stack, and so we're not getting the full use out of the squad. And so that's where field upgrades come into play, because then at that point, the field upgrade path that you choose is to you only, and the only requirement to unlock them is to do squad-based actions. And this is actually what I like about field upgrades, is that the only way to unlock them is by actually working with your teammates. And this is actually the thing that also annoys me about field upgrade paths, because you have to work with your teammates. Like, I understand what DICE was trying to do. Battlefield is a very team-oriented game, and to have another incentive in there, unlocking field upgrades, that gets players to work with their squad mates and gets them working around as a cohesive unit, that sounds incredible. The downside of it though is that a lot of times if I'm running around in a pub and I'm not running with friends, people are just running off doing their own thing. But at the same time, I'm also working with my teammates. Like, I'm still reviving, I'm still placing ammo down on the ground, giving them health, but it's usually not a squad mate directly next to me. And because of that, I'm not getting to the last or the fourth unlock for my field upgrade path. And so pretty much throughout the entire round, I may unlock maybe the second unlock for it, but if your squad wipes continuously or they're not working together, you're not actually getting the benefit out of the squad or those specializations. And so while on the one hand, I like what DICE did with field upgrades because it promotes teamwork, at the same time, I don't like it because usually if I'm running around with randoms, I'm not getting the benefit from it. And so this is where I would like to get your guys' opinion on this. Did you prefer the Battlefield 3 version where you could have the specialization that you wanted right at the start of the match, be it ammo, be it grenades, or you prefer the team-oriented field upgrade paths? Personally, I actually preferred the Battlefield 3 version, but honestly, with just a couple of tweaks to the Battlefield 4 system, I think it could be vastly improved. I think the biggest thing that just needs to happen is just make it so that if you're doing any team-based action, be it anyone on your team, if you're reviving them, if you're giving ammo, have it fill up the bar. I'm still working with my teammates at that point. I'm not being a lone wolf. I'm trying to capture objective with people around me, and I think I should be rewarded, at least for the field upgrades, to start to unlock that. In my opinion, think that that would be the best solution. You don't get all the specializations right at the start like you could with Battlefield 3, but at the same instance, it still is promoting teamwork. You're getting that aspect out of the game out of it, and I personally think that that would be the best way to handle it, but I would love to get your guys' opinion down below. I also went back and played on the Close Quarter DLC. When this expansion pack first came out, it was a little controversial. I know that a lot of people claimed that this is not what the Battlefield experience is all about. Battlefield is about large conquest maps, vehicle gameplay, helicopters, jets flying around all over the place, infantry on the ground, taking objectives. That is what the Battlefield experience is all about. But then when the Armored Kill DLC launched, it was, I don't know if it was considered a flop by most, but at least for me and my gaming friends, we avoided that DLC. It took about a day and a half to get from one objective to the other. The gameplay was very slow paced, and if you liked vehicle-based combat, then it was right up your alley. But most Battlefielders out there enjoy a little bit of fast-paced gameplay. I think that a lot of first-person shooters now have fallen under the trap that if you're not back into the action within a couple of seconds, something is wrong. And while I would say that the mindset shouldn't be applied to all maps and all games, like I enjoy playing on Conquest, and when you're not always in the action, that's okay. You have to have some tactical gameplay there. But I have noticed that, at least for me, and I'm assuming a lot of other people out there, having some gameplay that you run across at least an enemy every couple of minutes is a good thing. And when you were playing on Armored Kill, that wasn't happening. You would run around for a couple of minutes, find one player, they would kill you, you would go back to your spawn, you would get mauled by, something up in the sky, and you would never actually find the combat that you were looking for. And so, a long story short, at least a fair amount of people really like the Close Quarter DLC. I included. I love playing on these maps. It was fast-paced gameplay. It was a little chaotic if you're playing on a 64-man server, and honestly, that was when it got a little too crazy, and I preferred more of like 32, 48 if you're playing on maybe one of the larger ones like Operation 9 to 5. But for the most part, it was an incredible DLC pack, and I had to go in and play it. And for the most part, I had a lot of fun when I did so. But overall, I had a blast going back and playing Battlefield 3. The M16A3 was a treat. It's still crazy. Like, I still cannot believe how ridiculously powerful it is. And it was just nice going back and playing with this weapon. But yeah, guys, that is about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Once again, let me know what you think about the different specialization trees. Do you prefer one over the other? But until tomorrow, have a good one and take it easy.